Well, hello, Dale. Thank you for saying yes to a video testimony. It means a ton to me. Uh, Dale Dibello is a client of mine. I have worked with you. We're talking about this before we hit record. 3.5 years, which is unbelievable. And in that time, we have gone from you've had 6 architects or staff members to now 13 staff members, which is pretty darn incredible. Dale, you and I got connected. I spoke at an event down in San Antonio, Texas, and at the time, and you still run it, but you run Dibello Architechs, and we're just kind of looking to grow. And from that speaking engagement, you said yes, and we've worked together for now, 3.5 years, which is pretty incredible. So thank you very much, first and foremost, for just the business, the friendship. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. It's been a real pleasure for me. Yeah. And when I came to that conference that you spoke at, I was already just trying to figure out what can I do to learn things about how to run a business or how to just solve things. And really, the condition I think that I was in was that I felt like I could never get on top of anything. I felt like I wanted to be able to get up on kind of a hill and be able to see something and just understand, where are we? What's important to do? And that was just my ongoing condition, just kind of treading water. And so I knew that I could use some kind of help. And I had really actually never heard anything really much at all about executive coaching. It wasn't on my radar screen at all when I came to that conference that day.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're not alone on that. That's for sure. Where people don't really know what they are or how to use them. And so that's good. So what in executive coaching in our relationship, what have you found to be the most impactful to you as a business owner or even as a man?
Yeah, I think there's been a lot of things that have impacted me every time that we have a call. And I think that one thing I've noticed is that I there was a long period of time there where I could not let go of certain things that I felt like only I could do in my business. There's a long, long list of those things. Um, and as I gradually uh, began to let go of those, really because of your prompting, and it was small, okay, let's just let go of this, and then one at a time. That I realized, okay, I can let go of those, and it ends up being really, really helpful, not only for me, because I was able to divert more time onto things that I really should be doing, but also because other people could take more things on, and it gave them that just extra more responsibility and empowerment and get their hands around things. And I started seeing that as being like a really, really great thing. That's a big difference for me now. I want my whole team to be able to do all kinds of things, and I don't want to be the guy that's trying to hold on and do everything. So it's still a thing. I know I still have the attitude where I want to get something and do it, but I more now I want to get things in place for people. I want to kind of invent a system or find something that we should use, just a working system or procedure. Tune it to the way I think works with the business, and then kind of spread it out where everyone is just gets their hands around it, and I'm just kind of just a real loose guide for them, and I'm not in charge of it anymore. So that's been a big shift for me. That's one thing. There are others. I just go on if you want me to.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'd love to hear. Yeah, a couple more. One thing is, what's been neat to see is your employees have stepped up as you've released and given them more. It's been cool to see how they stepped into their roles, and it's a little bit, oh wow, that they can do that, and they actually may do it better than I do.
Oh
And
yeah,
so, man, as you kind of release some of that, the tactical things, allowing you to kind of move up and be more strategic,
yeah.
it's been great to see how they've risen to the occasion.
It really has, for sure. Each person, and really, my that's changed my thinking about my staff and about sort of, let's say, talent acquisition. The idea that I used to have is I felt like I needed to bring people in at some high level, like a project manager. I needed someone who already had all this experience who I could plug in. But my mindset on that has changed now. What I see as more valuable way to do that is that people who are already here and have kind of an interest in what we're doing, no matter what level they're at, it's bringing them up within this company, and that's where that's where the next project manager comes from, or the next project designer, or whatever it might be, whatever someone kind of wants to do. It's like I don't have to go try to find that person, but rather we've kind of got this culture of the office, and people that are now drawn to that, and we're actually actively uh, seeking to hire and hiring, entry level people or people who are pretty early in their career, those who have kind of an affinity for the exact sort of the type of work that we're doing. And it's like,
Hmm.
oh, that's great. Because of that passion, we're able to, they're just excited about being here. We're able to just kind of train them up. And then I see everyone else just sort of moving up and doing things that they want to do here.
Yeah, that's good. A thing I've appreciated with the coaching, watching just you grow and it get better, is revenue doubled while we've worked together, which is pretty
Yeah,
darn impressive.
I know. Yeah.
And in that, what I think one of the coolest parts is the amount of bonuses you gave away grew in volume for sure as revenue goes up. But the part when you and I looked at it, your percentage of bonus to revenue significantly grew to the
Yeah.
point we even talked, it was 10x. And
Yeah.
what was so neat about that, that's a big shift from, a scarcity mindset to abundant mindset. I've been on the journey with you as I've been stretching my own kind of abundant mindset muscles,
Right.
but you have done a great job of execution. So I'd love to just hear that, because I think that's a big part of our relationship together, is that shift we've seen.
That's probably the one most important thing that's been the change in my life, is to kind of first have an awareness that I had a scarcity mindset. Everything seemed at the beginning for me, it was more about limits and scarcity and just kind of fear, and uncertainty and just caution,
Mhm.
and to the point where it was. We were kind of a little bit stuck there. Definitely, it was me just putting obstacles in. Over time, though, that has we've changed that. It's just now completely 180 from that. My mindset has definitely become an abundant mindset. That I see everything now that way, and so when it comes to things like salaries, I used to be so like, oh, we got to really kind of try to work some kind of real tight situation for this or that, and it's completely different now. I feel like our salaries are competitive. We're using the AIA survey that kind of shows salaries. So I feel like, okay, we're competitive in that, and that's how we're going to pay. We're competitive with our paid time off. And one thing we did last year too was add the benefits,
Mhm.
health insurance and vision and dental and that kind of stuff. And that was before. It's like, oh, we can't afford to do that. That's, we're just. It was more of a mindset that I had. Oh, we can't be doing that. But so like, well, yeah, we can. And then we become. Um, it sort of sends a message too. It's like I really care about our employees. I want people to be attracted to come work here, and to see, yeah, this is a great situation. The office environment is good, the work is cool, and we're getting paid well. There's bonuses, there's the pay, all the health insurance and stuff. Um, and okay, so that's a complete shift,
Mhm.
and it's affecting everything that I'm doing now with my position as the managing principal. I'm looking at everything, and that feels a little natural to me now that I think of it that way. Okay, what equipment do we need to do our job most effectively. What kind of facility do we need? And we're looking at, we're going to go into another space, and it's like, let's do that. I'm not
Let's go.
afraid of doing that. I don't feel like we have to just compromise on that. We're going to get into a good space. Computer software and this system I showed you the other day that is going to have to do with help my project managers in a real simple way that frees up a lot of their time to do the important things, but also just to very, very simply manage their projects and plan things out.
Yeah, it's been good.
Yeah.
Well, Dale, thank you so much for just I've enjoyed it. I've gotten better along the way, just being part of the journey with you. So thank you very much. Is there anything that you'd want to say to someone just considering coaching, or maybe you just want to make sure you said that you didn't before we end?
Well, I think that, again, like I said, I had never even considered executive coaching. And now I think it's super important for anybody who is in really a whole lot of positions, but you need to be able to talk to someone who's focused on your actual situation, who gets to know you and understands what you're trying to work with there. You could probably read, a whole bunch of books, but I think you could get some knowledge that way. But this is something that I think I've definitely responded well to, being able to have a consistent thing, and we'll pick right up where we left from last time. And I have fed all of that stuff that we've talked about. It feeds right back into what I'm doing. And I know that, almost every call, I'm like, at the end of it, you'll say, what was the most important, thing today? And there always is something. And there's been so many times when I was like, oh shoot, I got to do my call today. But then when we got into it, it's like, this is just what I needed. It's just perfect. And it's not just a bunch of, gobbledygook or whatever.
Yeah.
It is straight up what I need. And it's not just the business side too. It's obviously the personal side, like how am I growing and stuff. And because the two are so interrelated, and I know that's part of your whole your coaching,
Right.
idea. And so I do recommend it. And Corey's a good way to go for that. And I've really enjoyed it, and I'll intend to continue that for a while. So here you go.
Man, that's awesome. Well, Dale, thank you very, very much. I greatly appreciate it. Thanks for taking the time for this video. And I appreciate you and everything that's happening. So thank you.
You bet. Thanks a lot.